Hello, Princess, from Odyssey of the Seas. Here I am at Giovanni's. This is one of at least two firsts for the day. I have not been to a Giovanni's on Royal, only Jamie's Italian. So this is my first experience with this particular venue, and looking forward to it. Is, well, Italian. They have all the classical favorites, so I think it's going to be pretty good. I've already put my order in, and it's not very crowded, so it's gonna be a nice leisurely experience. I am hungry. You will see what I had earlier after this, because this is probably going to be out there first. Either way, not gonna play games with the timeline. Just gonna have a nice lunch here at Giovanni's. What would an Italian experience be without garlic bread? And with it is a tomato ragu and marinated olives. The first course brings me the Meatball Gigante. It is sauteed spinach, or with sauteed spinach, mozzarella, marinara sauce, and topped with Parmesan cheese. Let's talk about the Meatball Gigante. Now, yes, I am dressed differently. It is, in fact, the next day. I decided to, not finish the review yesterday of Giovanni's. I was not feeling that well. However, I can say 100% unequivocally, okay, there's no doubt in my mind, the cause was not Giovanni's. It was something completely different. So I played bingo, and then that was it for me for the day. So here I am. Let's complete this. Probably be the worst review ever, but you know what? Well, we started it, so we have to finish it, and I started it, so let's finish it. So the Meatball Gigante was pretty good. Yeah, it was pretty good. It was just a nice coarsely ground meatball with seasonings and a tangy, was it tangy? Yes, this was a tangy marinara sauce. And there was spinach in there. I remember reading that in the description, but it did kind of get lost in the bottom of the plate. The best thing on that plate, though, was the toasted bread. Yeah, that was perfect. Perfectly toasted. Very, very delicious. So I am perfectly happy with my choice of the Meatball Gigante. It was one of Rosa's or Rola's or Nana's favorite. Whatever. It was good. So I do look forward to trying something else on their appetizer menu. I also asked for a Caesar salad. It is romaine house-made croutons topped with shaved Parmesan. Ooh, I did not ask for anchovies, and they didn't ask me either. Oh well, I'll live. That Caesar salad was all right. Nothing spectacular about it. The dressing was this kind of like halfway between the light style and the creamy style, which I think would throw off a lot of Americans. It threw me off a little bit, and it it just wasn't. That's it. I probably should have gotten something else. They had several different salads, I guess. So yeah, that was probably not the best choice. So, well, you know what? Here's the thing. If you really want to try the Caesar salad, you can try it. If you don't like it, just get something else. I didn't bother doing that, so that's on me. It's time for chicken parmigiana. It is a chicken breast, lightly breaded and flash fried, tomato sauce, mozzarella, spaghetti, and fresh basil. Chicken parmigiana, always a perennial favorite, something that I usually look forward to, something that I will order on the menu if it's there, because I have a lot of, other previous experience to compare it to, so let's talk about this one. It was a very well-prepared chicken parmigiana. Just note, the sauce on the pasta and the sauce on the chicken were different, which I don't know how I feel about that. It's definitely unusual, and I'm not really sure if that's the traditional or correct way to do it. The sauce on the pasta was a very it was a surprisingly sweet marinara, and that is definitely not my favorite. I've had this kind of marinara before, and I don't know, it always just tastes off. And you know what? I hate to say it, but it reminds me of middle school marinara sauce. Yeah, I maybe they sweetened it up to get the kids to actually eat it, something like that. But yeah, not really my thing. The pasta made on board was very good, but the sauce was not. I only had like a couple of bites, and I just didn't want to eat anymore. Uh, the chicken parmesan though, it was prepared very well. It was good chicken. The breading was perfect. It was light and crispy, and was a very large piece. So that was a plus. I was not able to finish it. I didn't want to push my luck, but the marinara there was a bit tangier, so I did appreciate that. And with the cheese and everything, it was just a good chicken parmesan. Better than, oddly, better than some I have had recently, but nothing I would say outstanding, nothing I would want to come back for. If I was at Giovanni's, I would definitely order something else. So I did enjoy it. If you like chicken parm, go ahead, give it a try. Just don't expect too much. For dessert, I chose the pistachio panna cotta. They do not have gelato, so maybe I will go get some ice cream from the buffet. There is a reason, but this looks really great. I didn't want tiramisu. You know how I feel about tiramisu. Finally, the panna cotta was great. That was the best thing I was served during that whole meal. It was light, but it was supple. The flavors were noticeable, but nothing was overpowering. It was nice and cool, and it was just an overall fantastic dessert. I do not like usually Italian desserts. There's always something lacking to them, but this was not that. Definitely, it was something I am super glad that I ordered, and I enjoyed it very, very much. So yes, if I ever came back here, definitely would get that again. They did have the standard favorites like tiramisu, which is not at all my favorite. So I took a gamble, panna cotta, and it absolutely paid off. It was terrific, terrific, terrific. So and it did end a pretty good meal. Unfortunately, I was dealing with other issues, so I may have appeared distracted or not terribly enthusiastic. Although I didn't really talk during that, so I'm doing all this now. But well, that's how it went. I did enjoy it. It was $24.95, I think, and it included everything ordered. I could have ordered more as usual, but again, I didn't want to push it, so I just had the 3 or 4 actually with the salad items, and yeah, I think it worked out pretty well. I say it was worth it. It was not a terribly high price, so yeah. And now I've been to Giovanni's, which is the last of the mainstream Royal Caribbean restaurants for me to try. You know what? Maybe I'll look. I won't. There might be some restaurants, some of the older ships that I just haven't sailed on, but I guess I would consider those like the legacy establishments with all the mainline stuff. The Chops, the 150s, the Azumis. I've been to all of those now, so I guess my punch card is complete. Okay, well, that's it for the food. And as usual, the service was excellent. The venue is beautiful. So while I may have been a little bit distracted by other circumstances, I still did get to enjoy a nice lunch in a new place. So still, despite those distractions, I was very thankful for my problems.